Holy Emperor, today it is one of the glorious days as of today. I couldn't be so much happy that they are showing the Sons of Rogal Dorn, the most amazing models that I could ever see. Captain Lysander, I am literally without my pants right now. I have no underwear under it, and I must let you know because I am so excited that this product has been released right now, even though I threw you like fucking 10 rumors to tell you that it is about to come, and I'm gonna continue that, but you know what I'm doing right now. So, anyways, after with me just being so happy and be so autistic right now, let's get into the video and let's get waffling.
I mean, get off of my video before you flip it over, you fat fuck.
Captain Master Varric doesn't need much introduction when it comes to him. If you have been into the 40k fandom or have been into the hobby until 8th edition and after, you know the guy. Now, for those who haven't heard about him, there's not much of a list to give, but I'll just give it anyways. So he's British, thus by default he's not human. He weighs more than in a 1984 Toyota Hilux. He started around 8th edition and committed a lot with 40k. I wonder what his Funko Pop collection is like. He doesn't do much criticism, and if he does, it's universally agreed upon because it's safe. Likes being a fence-sitter on the most controversial topics, aka a bitch. And just in case if you didn't know, like if you really didn't know about this, right? Millions of people die every day in order to find this information about Varric, and it's that. Shh. Right, you hear me? He likes Imperial Fist, and it is so secretive that you wouldn't know until you found out on the tabletop when you go against him. So collect all that combined is you have to give credit where credit is due about this man, and it's that he is quite of a dedicated simp of Games Workshop. Now, I have criticized him before, and he was more suspiciously a shill because the logical reason behind this that I've come to it is that, okay, you have the anonymous sources, unless you want to go a little bit quirky, like he does, and says, Alfarius, and from these Alfarius sources and all these rumors, just suspiciously, he's just correct. Somehow, out of the blue, after giving all the details, he's just suspiciously correct. And it doesn't matter about the timing, it's all about the details he brings up about whenever he puts the rumor in and backpedals that he has zero involvement with it. Suspicious. And he tries to keep saying and claiming like, rumors are rumors, he's not responsible for it, it's just the Alfarius guy just giving me very accurate details. I mean, that is correct, but at the same time, it's hard to believe someone that can be so blatantly correct in his rumors over and over again. Because at that point, it is not a rumor, isn't it? And I don't think you're that stupid, Varric, because I know people will just come to your rumor videos, and not because there are rumors, Varric, it's because they are so correct in their details, and when it comes out, where is everyone gonna look up to? You. So that is the one critique that I have from him. It is more of him spoiling what's coming soon. Because to a certain extent is that we know the stuff that he's putting out ain't rumors, and when he does come out, we already knew a thing that is going to be coming out. Plus, it's not about the timing, it's about the details in the rumor that makes it true. I'll grab what I previously mentioned in the video just to show, just in case.
And also, his rumor series that started about 2 years ago, more or less, and in almost every single time that he makes a rumor claim, he's being accurate with his quote-unquote sources, anonymous sources, or Alfarius sources, and sure, maybe on timing he's not accurate, but he's accurate on what they're releasing specifically, what they are, and maybe when they're gonna release it. And he's being spot on every time. Now, as I said again, I cannot prove or disprove, but it is leaning to that area that he's definitely getting paid by someone or getting paid by GW directly to add the hype and do watch-alongs in his streams so people get motivated and hyped up so much they can just go buy the products just right on the spot and make an order.
By the way, do you guys remember that he's meant to take a break, like going on vacation? You know, vacation is meant to be like away from work and you're not meant to work at all while you're just being away, right? So you can relax and rub your seal belly into the sun while saying glorious. I'm just saying.
What did it cost?
Everything.
The second critique I have for the man is him simping for GW. A little bit too hard, as this is a much better cause than him being a GW shill. Because one of the reasons is when he was trying to announce in a video that he was blacklisted, meanwhile he had zero evidence to show in the video or to back it up. It was just all waffling, as he always does in his videos.
Okay, from that video that has zero evidence that you are, and it's all talk that apparently he gets from an anonymous source, which means fuck all. Like, I want to see actual evidence, please. I want to see a fucking board that says, Valrek, fucking blacklisted from GW. Please send this to Valrek. That type of shit, right? Obviously, I'm memeing a bit. It's a little bit tongue-in-cheek. But in serious note, or that whole video, if you watch it, or just hover it over them with your mouse over his video just to see the whole thing, it's just talk. He presented zero evidence. And also, it makes me question, like, did he actually got blacklisted? Or is he doing it for the sake of, you know, a little bit of clickbait, or just more of getting a bit more hype or a bit more sympathy? Can't really confirm that, but it does make me question, though, what if his motives are, and it does sound sus.
But for the sake of it, let's just say if he did go blacklisted by GW, right? Then why are you still making 40k videos? You know, if someone hates you, if someone just thinks you ain't their type, or simply just, you know, giving you hints that, you know, blacklisting your ass, I think it's time to let go and move on to better things. And yet, he comes back and sucks GW's dick! Of course, it is also with his quote-unquote critiques he has with GW, and mainly with GW pricing, and it's about the price rise, and if there's anything more controversial, like the recent ones, like the Femme Studies, he will softball it.
Now, please correct me if I am wrong, but this is the first female custodian, right? Like, I've read all the 9th edition stuff for the Custodian, the Horus Heresy stuff, the Chris Wright's Throne of Terror series, and stuff like that, and I've never heard of a female custodian being mentioned before. This is big, brand new lore coming straight from Games Workshop with the brand new 10th edition Custodian Codex. It's right there. It's one of the first stories that's being told within that Codex. But I've read all the 9th edition stuff, the Horus Heresy stuff, Throne of Terror series. I've read all the 9th edition stuff, the Horus Heresy stuff, Throne of Terror series, that, and I've never heard of a female custodian.
Yo, is this person fucking retarded?
Yes.
Yo, is this person fucking retarded?
Yes, she's retarded.
When I see something like this, I just have to laugh at it.
And he who laughs last, laughs best. And if you want to laugh, here go a clown outfit for you. If you want to put this on and clown, is ready for you.
Because I'm like, really, for me, I feel like Games Workshop can go without raising their prices for at least 1 year. And I'm not saying like completely like do this every single year and stuff like that, but I think Games Workshop is in a good financial place where they can say, hey, do you know what? I know there's a lot of people going through a lot of tough times at this moment in time, and instead of raising the prices, we're not going to do that.
Yo, is this person fucking retarded?
Yes.
I said this last year, and I'll say it like next year. Like this time next year, the prices will go up again. They'll go up by a couple more % and stuff like that. And I'm sure people will be saying in the comment section, when there's enough, right? Is Warhammer going to becoming a product which people can't buy into?
Yes.
And that brings a whole other argument into it about, is Warhammer a luxury product?
Yes.
I don't know. It's just one of these. It's such a weird. I don't know what to really say in this video. I just want to talk about it. I don't know what to really say in this video. I just want to talk about it. I don't know what to really say in this video. I just want to talk about it.
Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power.
And honestly, I wish I still had the stream, man. The day that he read the 10th edition Custodian Codex, it was fucking funny to see. He just melted from his chair and ran away. For a couple seconds, of course. He obviously had to come back because he was live streaming. That would be very embarrassing if he just vanished. Like, even in his Discord server, it got riled up and the mods were banning anyone that even slightly talked about the Femme Studies topic whatsoever. So much for Warhammers for everyone, am I right? Like, even from all the controversies and all the hints of GW that says we don't want you, he still sits there and being a little good puppy to promote GW, while GW clearly doesn't want an audience like you. Now, I already know what the excuse behind this is. Oh, you know, it's not really those small guys at the bottom. It's about the big guys on top of the corporation and all that. Okay, And why should you support a company that hates you? Those little guys can always go and find a different job, right? You do realize they have a choice. And same goes with the employees. Why would you support a company that fucking hates you? It would be more logical that you don't give money to it. Same goes with Varag. Varag shouldn't even make any supportive videos about 40k, but he still does it, still does 40k rumors, still does other fucking 40k contents you see in his background that shows all the 40k stuff because he's just at a prideful Imperial Fist and shows everything about 40k. Like, do you realize that people will see that and be like, dude, what is that? Oh, that looks fucking cool. Maybe I should go and buy GW models, or some hobby shops that give like 10% discount, which means fuck all, and just still support GW. Your argument about that just falls flat after I just debunked it really hard. But it's just a little guy. Fuck those little guys. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see those little guys. I want them jobless. You know what's worse than GW? They should be working at Apple. They should be working at Amazon. They should be on 24/7 grind on this bitch. They should be working to the bare bones to the point that break their backs. Yeah! It's so stupid, man. It's so stupid. Like, to a certain extent, I understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, it's so dumb. What about the employees? What about them? They can just go to a different job, just like how you can buy different stuff. Wow!
Says you're a pussy.
The third and final critique about him is how he plays the fence sitter. A fence sitter tends to be those who doesn't want to play other sides and wants to do their own thing. Now, there's not a point about him being a hypocrite, it's more than that, trying to play along to get along. Everything is fine. There's no such thing as a controversy. That is just drama that nobody wants to talk about. Oh, what's that? Pricing rise? Sure, I might as well talk about it because everybody agrees, so thus it's safe. Of course, in my opinion of things when it comes to fence sitters, I just think they're just pussies. I understand it is a position where you try to avoid conflict as much as possible, but you can only go so far, man. And at that point, it would come to you right in your face, and somehow you just deny that as a thing.
You are either lying or you're stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
Like, that is the one core issue of things. When you have influential creators where the audience relies on their opinion for things like foreclosure or at least understand where you're coming from, and also hitting that unsubscribe button for liking Helldivers 2. But usually, when it comes to these content creators, it's not just Valrak, but there's some people who are similar like Valrak, that when it comes to controversies, their main message is, I don't want to deal with that. And even if it damages the IP, just let it rot. It doesn't affect me whatsoever. Anyways, let's do a live stream and play marbles, kids. This is why I'm not a fan of these fence sitters, because it is essentially, I am not going to play the game and whatever happens, happens, and I'll be on any side for whatever reason. Because remember, it's about to play along to get along. If you can get along with an audience and play neutrally, then your channel will thrive. Like, you don't want to piss off an audience with actual opinions you have, do you? Nah, you wouldn't. And as I said before, do not worry. Varrak isn't the only person who will do such things. There are many others who have similar behavior, and it is a critique on Varrak and on those who tend to do the same thing like he does. And that's why I mentioned a couple months ago with certain YouTubers where they just blatantly say, I am this is what I support. And fuck yeah, man, I fucking respect that. I prefer that fucking behavior than being a bitch and be like, I just don't want to talk about drama right now. And it's just like, why don't we all just get along and saying how amazing 40k IP is?
Listen to me. You're just a little bitch. You'll always be a little bitch. And you would never, ever approach that cashier and ask for fucking ketchup because you're a bitch.
Anyways, let's wrap it up in conclusion. I can see the dedication Varrak has. I can see why people enjoy his presence of being an Imperial Fist fanboy and liking 40k, and being so loved in the 40k community for many, many years. Then again, it comes with those who know versus those who don't know. Like, have you seen the dedication of Varrak going to the private room with GW for a private talk? Like, it's crazy. But when things get serious and needs to be discussed, it's being dismissed, ignored as drama, or if it is addressed, the drama and the controversies that is being brought up, it will just be lightly critiqued or just given a softball. Because remember, why critique something that you care about when you can just play it passively and be a fence sitter even if it ruins the IP? At least I still have my audience and my 40k models, so it doesn't affect me. Because if I speak my actual opinion of things, it will just piss people off and I will lose my audience. And this is one of the things that I heavily criticize these 40k YouTube channels are. They are responsible to let things happen back in 2020 when the big controversies happened, even before and then later, and it just never stopped and repeated again and again. And recently in 2025, what does Varrock do or any other YouTuber do? Like, this is the attitude that they give. I mean, it sucks, but what can you do really? You know, there's price rises, you can just go to these third-party stores or hobby shops that you can get it for 10% off. There are like better alternatives, but this ain't it, chief, this ain't it. Meanwhile, under the same fucking breath on the next video or videos later, it will just be like, anyways, for the rumors, and let me tell you how amazing these models, you can just go and get them. But they haven't been released yet, and just let me tell you kids, that rumors are rumors. But anyways, there's gonna be this crazy update on the Land Raider, and as I said, rumors are rumors, but if it is real, then I'm taking my socks off. And now, let's get back to waffling, and let me tell you, and I'm sweating so hard right now, just to tell you these so-called rumors that are not real, but that are rumors, are gonna tell you how glorious these models are. Anyways, let's get waffling. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Of course, now it's a little bit too late for an action like try to save 40k because that shit was already long gone since back in 2020. But the intention here in this video is to at least show some people and understand that this kind of fence sitting is poisonous. And it's what damaged 40k. And this is what we got in the process and later on. And this is what we had before and this is what we're getting now because of this continuation of shit behavior like this. Like, in my opinion, it is better to pick a side and know your reasons why you're choosing that than you stick your head in the sand and you think the nuke can't harm you for some reason. Your name ain't Grug, buddy. It will affect you. Anyways, I'll leave it here in this video. Remember to check my socials and my donations, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye, my brothers, and take care.
Rise up in the morning sun.